Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the UTEP Miners and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the big house has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Wolverines offense will take the field first. And let's take a look at this dynamic young guy, Andrew Marsh. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, the master at his craft, perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Bolitnikoff awards. The tradition of the position at receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the next one.
And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. Trying to slip through and pick it up. At the 40, there he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Right side, it's Buchanan. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Out wide left, it's Buchanan. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Finds a crease at the 20. There he goes. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Jones. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Miners come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
They give it back to him. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. 3rd and 4. Sets his feet. It's Colson. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Miners will call on their punt team. Not a lot of room to field this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
They don't need a bunch on second down. From the gun, it's Marshall. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Third and 6 yards to go. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. He's going to take off. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Underwood to throw. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
He's got enough. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
And most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Long way to go on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Throwing, Underwood. Left side is Hansen. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And hold up just a second as we check on the injured player. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Right back to the well. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Right at the line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this third down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack.
Touchdown Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and click it early, get everything going, let it get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Coming out with it, it's Henry. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the RPO got it.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Trying to squeak through the pile. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down. The Miners line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So here comes the Michigan offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the Wolverines peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Underwood. Look out! Going to try to get it himself. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Burrowing for yardage. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had 0 answers.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keeps it on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Wolverines line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. the offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The UTEP offense headed out to the field to start this drive. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Back to pass, it's Colson. Keeping his eyes downfield. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And the Miners headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second and long here. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Miners will line up to punt it away. He makes the catch at the 10. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. As we check in with Holly.
Reporting from the Wolverines sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the ground game. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set is able to rip off that one for a first down.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Buchanan. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Out wide left, it's Hansen. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Sets his feet, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Marsh. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Henry. And he pumps it up inside the 20. Kicking team's got it.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. Moves to his right. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
On the return, it's Henry. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, down on the UTEP sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with the Troy Trojans taking on the number 23 team, the Missouri Tigers.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Guys, catching up with the UTEP head coach, his biggest frustration right now is not being more productive on offense. He understands that his home environment is a challenge. Communication has been an issue at times, but he said they are just out-toughing us at the line of scrimmage. He said we've got to start establishing our rhythm, get into a rhythm, and start making some adjustments at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Miners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. It's Colson. Fires to the big fella.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. Churns into the pile. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. The Miners will try to pin them back with the punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Hey guys, here on the home team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other, keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Reese?
Okay, Holly.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. The give to the single back. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
The give. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Finds his man. Breaks into the open. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside a wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. Rolls right. Got out of trouble and throws. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Absolutely center cut. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Quick give. It's Jones. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll run this play from the pistol. Left side is Smith. Turning it on. Crosses midfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Right side, it's Thomas. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Miners decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong with a big lead. They're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Handoff to the single back. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the grab on the left. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The handoff. Past the 45. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing, Underwood. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Got a first down. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. The Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The lone back's got it. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
To the back. There's a crease. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Underwood fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Pulls and fires complete. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wide receiver going in motion. Scanning the field, it's Tracy. Going for the big play. He's got it along the sideline. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Miners come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Quick give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Working the middle, it's complete. Found a little bit of room and picked up 8 before he was stopped. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Drives inside. Spins away from the defender. At the 20, he's got space. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
No secret sauce, no tricking people. 3rd down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple yards and turn it into a big gainer. This offense is loaded with weapons.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment.
I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And right down the middle. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Back to pass, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Snags it over the middle. And that is how we will wrap this one up. When you know you have a team out of class, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports.